Are you moving to San Juan? And are you considering opening a business when you are here? So I have a few observations that I would like to share with you, as I have lived here quite a long time and I've seen many businesses come and go. So many people, they come here and they decide to open a business. Usually it's because of residency, that it is one of the pathways to residency if you invest at least $30,000 into the economy. So that's one of the reasons why there's so many businesses that come and go here. But so let's say that is your reason, or maybe it's not. You should still consider the following things. That San Juan del Sur is very seasonal. So let me take you through the year. We're going to start in the month of May. May, it is insufferably hot here. So what that means is there's not a lot of people that come to visit in the month of May. And the people who live here, they generally hunker down, just like in the winter at home. People hunker down and they stay in their air conditioning. So there's not a lot of movement in town during the month of May. Then we get into the months of June, July, and August. There are many expat families that live here, and many of those expat families in June, they are busy with events in school, and in July and August, many people travel outside of the country. Why? Because it's warm. It's warm in Canada, it's warm in the United States, it's warm in Europe. So people go home and they visit grandparents or family, or they just travel. So a big portion of the population leaves during those months. During July and August, we have a lot of surfers that come here, but they are mostly focused on surfing. There's not a lot of other things that they want to do. They want to catch those big waves, and that's what they focus their attention on. So that brings us to September. The end of August, September, most of the expat families come back in preparation for the next school year. And so we have an influx of people coming back, but they are busy. They're busy for those first few weeks of getting back to school. And also the rainy season, which actually starts at the end of May, beginning of June, it gets really intense the middle of September up until the end of October. So there's 6 weeks where we get heavy, heavy rain. Because of that, there's not a lot of activity that happens in those 6 weeks. So what does that leave us with? Of high traffic. High traffic months are November, December, January, February, March, and part of April. So that's 50% of the year where you can pretty much guarantee that there's going to be a lot of traffic in town, and that is your time to make money as a business owner. That also means that there's 6 months of the year that you will not make a lot of money. Most businesses here, they just skate through during those low months. They make enough to pay the bills, but there's not a lot of extra to go around. So why do people fail? They don't take that seasonality into consideration, that you have to float your payroll and your expenses during those 6 months of low time. The other reason is if you ask some of these people, why are you opening a business? Well, the reason that they give is, well, because I want to be a resident. Well, that's really, that doesn't give a lot of passion to the business. It doesn't give a lot of reason. They're missing the passion to open and be successful in a business. If all of the goal is to be social and to get residency, great. But don't expect to be successful. Location. So the tourism industry has been alive and well for many, many years in San Juan del Sur, I would say decades. And most of the prime locations that are already built, they are taken. And what do I mean by prime location? Prime location means on the water, access to the water, or a view of the water. These are prime locations. And of course, the city center, the town center, that is the number one spot that people want to open a business. But they are taken. There are some that become open, but there's probably a lot of people in line waiting for those spots. take that into consideration as well. Competition. There are many different types of businesses that one can open, but many choose to open a bar or a restaurant. Just know that there is a lot of competition out there. And so you just know that if you have an idea for a restaurant or a bar, it might already been taken. If you can open a bar or restaurant and have something unique in it that will draw people, that's a great idea. Or if you have added value, like if they come to your location, they get something that they're not going to get somewhere else. A lot of people think of this and they think, okay, I'll provide entertainment, I'll have bands on Friday, I'll have dance class on Tuesday, but just know that many other people are thinking along those same lines. So I use the word unique. If you can find a unique business that does not already exist in San Juan del Sur, that is the best way to go. 3 years ago, almost to date, I opened the very first pickleball court in all of Nicaragua, and that was very successful for me because no one else had that business. So go with uniqueness. Lack of planning. Many people who open a business here, they don't plan properly. They don't think about the tax laws, what's required on a monthly and a yearly basis as far as reporting tax to the government. They don't know the language a lot of the time, so they have to rely on interpreters and or get on a very steep learning curve to learn the language. They also do not study about employment laws, and the employment laws here in Nicaragua, they're very unique, and it takes a while to understand them. So now that I've gone through all of those things, I want to take you to somewhere that is fresh and new in San Juan del Sur. And these guys, they are doing something very good. They have planned a lot. I met them about 6 years ago, and they were planning at that time, and they just opened this year. And you will see what I mean. Come along, let's go. We are in De La Francia, a new French restaurant here in San Juan del Sur. They built this new place, and look behind me. That is Nacastola Bear, right there. So if you are planning to come to San Juan del Sur to live, first of all, welcome, and I hope to meet you at some point. Second of all, I hope that if you are planning to open a business, this gives you some insight or some information that perhaps you didn't think of before. And if you do open a business, I wish you all the very best, all the luck in the world. We do need good businesses here, but it's in what I just said. We need good businesses here, businesses that are here for the long term, that are here to serve the community. So every week I put out new videos about living here in San Juan del Sur, and you will find a whole host of them here in my playlist, Coast to Coast with Joanne 2025. So now that I've gone over a few things that you should be aware of before you open your business, and I've given you an example of what people are doing that is right, I wish you well if you are opening a business. I just want to leave with a couple of parting thoughts that there's nothing shameful about having contracts and getting people to sign on work that is owed to you or things that are owed to you. In order for contracts to be legally binding, they must be in Spanish and they must be signed by both parties. It is not rude to ask for a contract and to ask for a signature. It's nice. It is a common thing here for people to come to Nicaragua and say, "Oh, they're such good people," and they are. But I don't need a contract. I don't need a signature. But it's just best to have it. It's always best to cover yourself whenever going into a new venture, and start everything off nice and legal, and protect yourself. There are very good lawyers around. I would say when you come to town, ask around and ask for suggestions of who the good lawyers are. Yeah, learn the lay of the land. Take your time. There are 22 beaches in the immediate area, and all of them have something to offer. So take your time, learn about what is good about each part of this area that surrounds San Juan del Sur and which one speaks to you. And yeah, I look forward to meeting all of you newcomers and to hearing what your ideas are for future businesses. So I will see you on the next one.